In our 24/7 news cycle these days, it can be tough for even presidents to make headlines. So the Biden administration is trying a new tactic to try and get some attention, especially when so much attention is on former President Trump and his legal problems. Judy Kurtz from The Hill is with us for more. Judy, thank you for being here. Kind of a fascinating piece from you this week on how the Biden administration is trying to use Wednesdays to make news or showcase something big. Explain to us why.
Thank you so much, Todd. You know that in Mean Girls, there's that phrase, on Wednesdays we wear pink. Well, we've noticed with the Biden campaign that the motto seems to be, on Wednesdays we make news, because the Biden folks really need to be able to break through the news cycle that's been so dominated by former President Trump's hush money trial in New York. And the one day that they're able to do that is Wednesdays. That's when Trump is not required to be in court. The court takes a break each week and allows him to hit the campaign trail and fundraise for his reelection bid. Well, the Biden folks have realized that that's the one day that many of us in the media are not focused on the trial, and they really try to make a splash and get their own headlines to draw attention to Biden's reelection campaign.
I guess the logical follow-up is, does that work?
Does it work? Well, that remains to be seen. It certainly is working in terms of grabbing some headlines that would otherwise belong to Trump. Listen, a week ago, the Biden folks announced that, or he proposed that he would be willing to do the debates with Trump, which had been a huge issue before that. Trump had said he would debate Biden anytime, any place, and Biden went back to that and said, listen, these are the, what I will agree to for the debates. And within a matter of hours, they had hashed out some debate dates that they were going to take on. The Biden campaign also released needled Trump a bit by releasing a T-shirt, a $32 T-shirt that said "Free on Wednesdays." They sold 1,000 of those in 24 hours after releasing them.
Yeah, more generally speaking, do you think most voters are really listening to either candidate at this point? I mean, a lot of people already seem to have made up their minds. For others, it's still 5 months away. So I wonder if people are even really paying attention.
Certainly people are paying attention. The ratings for these news networks with the Trump hush money trial have been through the roof. Certainly people want to, this is an unprecedented trial that people are paying attention to. And we as journalists have every right to cover it, I would argue. The Biden folks grumble a bit about not being able to break through due to that. But the former president has never been in a criminal trial before.
Judy Kurtz from The Hill, thanks so much.
Thanks so much, Todd.